Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe down on the sidelines, and Holly, a little familiarity in this one.
The Kansas State hire of Colin Klein is one of the best of the college football season. Klein obviously was a Heisman Trophy candidate, played for the Wildcats, and was mentored under their legendary coach. Now he's back running his own program after
He's got an alley. An outstanding return, and he's finally run out of bounds at the 30-yard line. So Tulane's offense will go to work first. And here comes the sophomore running back. He is a steady, reliable, consistent force in this attack. Great place to start for this offense. The run inside. It's McCord. They'll give him one to the 28-yard line.
You gotta love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They go right back to it. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the right. And he gets it right on the cusp, maybe a few pebbles short of a first down in that football. I see the closed fist from the ref. It'll be 4th down. And after that short completion, what will they do now? Just a few inches to go.
Yeah, and you wanted to get the ball out quick, and you wanted your receiver to make the play for you and get the first down. You don't now. Decision time, 4th and short.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. And his 4th down attempt will go awry as the defense stops him behind the line of scrimmage. So the Kansas State Wildcats offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. They sure hope that dynamic connection that was on display last week rears its head and wreaks havoc again today, Jesse.
And last week, it didn't matter what the secondary was doing from a coverage standpoint, David, whether it was man, zone, double covered, ISO'd. These two were simply unstoppable. Huge challenge for the defense today.
Well, maybe they try the triple coverage. I mean, because obviously nothing worked a week ago, but I've got to take his main threat away. Obviously a superstar out wide. Like, I've got to make somebody else beat me. Obviously a great QB wide receiver duo. I'm just not letting that wide receiver get me today.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. And the Wildcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Give to the running back. He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Jackson. Maybe some room here. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. And the Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So frustrating for an offense to just give away yards with false start penalties. Breaks the tackle. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, he was trying to do it all by himself. At the end of the day, it's a tackle for loss.
I mean, the number of tackles he broke, at some point, somebody's got to get blocked to help the guy out a little bit.
Man, the defense was like a bunch of zombies on that last play. They just would not stop chasing that ball carrier.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Makes a connection. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Up and hold on just a minute. They have decided to take the points here. Thought they might go for it on 4th and short. And that is no good. And the score will stay right where it is after that miss.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Finds a little space. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Finds a man on the left. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Offense in a split backfield. Running inside, it's Lucas. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Handoff from the gun. Got a little grass. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Takes the easy completion. Oh, he's got some space. Now the connection takes it to the 11. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy. First on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and then throw it. This is the guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball out of the backfield.
He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Now on second down. They'll go right back to it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown.
Oh, goodness.
Wave. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to Hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
We've reached the break, and it's Tulane on top. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. They're trying to put anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard down 7-0. The run inside. It's Jackson. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So, starting in conference play, Palmer, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 conference, it just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So, you've got to start fast. And the challenge, I think, for these coaching staffs, these two teams, every week they've got to have their team ready to go, and it starts today.
Johnson wants to throw it. He's got an open man. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. The Wildcats will snap it on 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking downfield on 1st down. Gets rid of it. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Quarterback will keep it. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
And he picks up the 1st down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. The Wildcats are rolling down the field. Motion from the wideout. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Blast is way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. And they'll knock him down. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that 1st down. Might be looking to run. This defense had its work cut out for them when a guy can get out of the pocket like that. It'll be 4th and inches.
Really nice job by the defense that time. 3rd down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up 4th down. And you don't see the defense sprinting up.
Maybe headed to the end zone. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And the Wildcats pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You're in the red zone. You bring out a bunch of tight ends on the field. So the defense, they were expecting run on that one. They were physical, and they were able to force the negative play.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Trying to barge in. Touchdown, Wildcats. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And they tacked on the extra point. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. The Tulane offense takes the field to open the drive. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's 4th down. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They've got to stop, and now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Johnson looking to throw. Got a man, it's White. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Goes to the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got him downfield. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback
snap. That's a fumble. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. Unloads to the wideout. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's this guy's 3rd catch now on the drive, and I like how this offense just keeps going back to him. Look, if you're not going to cover him, we're going to keep throwing him the football. We don't have to overthink this thing, and as every completion happens, the quarterback is gaining more and more confidence in this guy.
And the Wildcats, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. In the red area, it's Jackson. There's some room. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
And I don't want to marginalize you guys' athletic ability, but I feel like Palmer and Davis both could have ran through that hole. I mean, that was unbelievable job by the offensive line, paving the way. He's getting to the 2nd level before he's even getting contacted. That better change for this defense, or they're going to be in for a long game.
On 1st and goal, let's see what Kansas State calls. They'll try to get it in with the run. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Johnson wants to throw it. Wideout trying to get it in. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Maybe didn't like that play call on 3rd and 2. Instead, they'll call a timeout. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. And they take it in for 6 more points.
These close games a lot of times come down to who executes late in the ball game. That was a late game situation. Nice execution, and now they got the lead going into the half, and they have all the momentum.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Running inside, it's McClure. Good gain there, picks up the first down, and now maybe this offense attacks before the half. They get to the line quickly. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
Looking downfield very late in the half. Fires to the middle. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. On the run, it's McClure. Got enough for the first. Breaks into the open. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. Coming out with it, it's Lockett. And the returner is stopped. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Johnson looking to throw. Unleashes one. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18. And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Grab behind the line. It's Turner. Takes it the other way. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Might have a chance. Touchdown, Tulane. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the third.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
From inside his own 15, looking for room. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's White. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Wildcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. Kansas State will have to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Nice punt, and he'll make the fair catch at the 6-yard line. And while you can quibble with that, I guess starting at the 6 is better than starting at the 1. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Chance to build a little momentum here by converting this third down from deep in your own territory. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be fourth down. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. Kansas State will get things going as they take over on offense. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Off play action. Caught over the middle. It's Oakland. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And he can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback. The Green Wave offense makes its way onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
Just feeds the running back. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. 3rd and 6 yards to go. He wants to change this route. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. The Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Johnson wants to throw it. Makes the grab. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. The play action fake. Fires to the right. The sure hands. It's Oakland. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Motion from the wide receiver. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. 3rd down, and they need 15 after 2 negative plays. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Bought a little time, lets it go.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. The Tulane offense takes the field to open the drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Looking for a gap. It's Lucas. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a 1st down. Clock winds inside, a minute to play here in the 3rd. They'll ride the hot hand. Got enough for the 1st. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
Well, I think the coaches sort of got together and decided, hey, on this drive, we're going to establish the run. We're going to be more physical. First 2 plays of the drive are run plays, and both have had success. The players have gotten the message very, very clearly. We have got to come out here, and we've got to win the line of scrimmage.
And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. On the ground with the counter. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
It was so important this offense was able.
They've got a 1st down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Looking to throw on 1st down. The sure hands, it's Daniels. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The Green Wave working with a fresh set of downs. Let's see if they keep it on the ground here. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Gonna run it. It's Turner. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Man, this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football, look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play, nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Going to the running game. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23. And if you didn't know this was a big play, the crowd is telling you. A huge 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick completion on the out route. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. The Wildcats used the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. Finding some room. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
I love offenses that can just rely on their offensive line to get it done in 4th and short situations like that. Turn around, hand it off, let's stay on the field and keep this thing going.
Tulane with an opportunity on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He works his way ever closer, all the way down to the 1-yard line. Timeout taken here, 2nd one called by Kansas State. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Stop! Nothing! Denied right in his tracks, and it's 4th down for this defense. The Wildcats call their 3rd and final timeout. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. They could have tried to break the tie with a field goal attempt instead. Touchdown, Green Wave! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Man, and how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and say, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced this situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots, throw beyond the 1st down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
Johnson looking to throw. Hauls it in. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Runs through a man. He might have space. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas State. The Wildcats are right back on top.
And great job executing. The offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here. Do you want to kick it, tie it up? I think you do with this time frame. 1 to 2 minutes left in the 4th quarter. You probably want to do that, but you could push the envelope. You could go for 2 and try to take the lead.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. There's enough time to get the ball down the field here, David, but you've got to make sure you're efficient and avoid mistakes.
Yeah, and those 2-minute drills, you always talk about the first down, Jesse. Get that first down, stop the clock, get some momentum going on offense.
Yeah, and good decision-making by the quarterback, too, right? You don't have to be greedy in this situation. Just take what the defense gives you and get yourself in position to win.
Not much time left, but the offense has a shot to end this one in regulation. Using his legs, it's Daniels. Here's a little room there.
Man, we hear so much about aggressiveness. Interesting spot. You're on your side of the field. It's a tie game. The clock ticks out. It's not the worst thing in the world, but we can't make a mistake in this situation.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Here comes Tulane after picking up the 1st down. This time he wants to throw. Trying to beat the D deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. The green wave in a world of hurt on third and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. So here comes our first play of overtime. The run inside. It's Jackson. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. With a condensed field in overtime, if you can establish the run, it is a huge advantage.
Big-time advantage. You establish your physicality, come out the gates, put you in a positive way. Now, I can play action, opens the whole playbook.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Just a couple they need to pick up here on third and short in overtime. Looking for space, it's Field. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. 4 quarters, not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. I'm finding out which of these two teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line. And
there he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Tulane looking to put one on the board from the red zone. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Daniels. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
Man, you play this whole game back and forth into overtime. Now you got a chance to set the tone, run the football in overtime, be a little physical.
And if you can run the ball and not put it in jeopardy by throwing passes, that's a great way to finish the deal. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Third down, and they want to make sure their kicker has a chance to win it in overtime. On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. And he surges across the line.